voice of Muhammad Ali with rhythm, pride, pain, and fire. This is perfect for your podcast. Voice acted with flair, suspense, and heart, and followed by English learning tips and youth-focused life lessons. Podcast episode 6, I Shook the World My Story by Muhammad Ali. An emotional and thrilling dramatized autobiography episode with voice-style punctuation, life lessons, and English practice. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That's what they remember. But let me tell you what they don't. They don't remember the nights I cried on the gym floor, the fear I tasted before every fight, the silence of losing friends, fame, and even my name. They remember the punch, but not the pain. Well, today, I'm going to tell you everything because my name is Muhammad Ali, and I shook the world. Chapter 1, The Thief Who Changed My Life. I was 12 years old in Louisville, Kentucky when my bike got stolen. That red and white Schwinn? Gone. I was furious. I'm going to beat up whoever took it, I shouted to a cop named Joe Martin. He just laughed. Then you better learn how to fight. So he brought me to a boxing gym. That moment changed everything. Chapter 2, The Mouth That Wouldn't Shut. People always said I talk too much. I said, I'm not talking. I'm telling the truth. I'm going to be the greatest boxer of all time. They laughed. But I wasn't kidding. I trained 6 days a week, ran in boots, jumped rope till my legs screamed, punched the air like it owed me money. I fought my first amateur match and won. I kept winning. In 1960, I went to the Olympics in Rome, came back with gold around my neck. Clang! It shined, but it didn't protect me. Because even with that medal on, I still couldn't eat at white-only diners, still got called names, still felt like a nobody in my own country. So I threw that medal into the Ohio River. Chapter 3, Muhammad Ali, sir. My birth name was Cassius Clay. But one day, I met Malcolm X. I learned about Islam. I found purpose. I stood tall and said, from now on, I'm Muhammad Ali. People screamed, you can't change your name. But I could. I did. That wasn't just rebellion. That was rebirth. Chapter 4, The Greatest Upset in History. It was 1964. I was 22 years old, facing Sonny Liston, a monster in the ring, a man who knocked people out in one round. Nobody thought I'd win. They said, he'll murder you. But I told the world, I'm young, I'm pretty, I'm fast, and I can't be beat. They called me arrogant. I called it confidence. Round 1, I danced. Round 2, I stung. Round 6, Liston quit. He didn't even get up. I shocked the world. Chapter 5, The War I Didn't Fight. Then came Vietnam. They called me up to serve, but I said no. No Viet Cong ever called me the N-word. I wouldn't go. They took my title, banned me from boxing, labeled me a traitor. People spat at me in the street. But I never bowed. I never broke. Because standing up for your beliefs, that's real courage. Chapter 6, Return of the King. 4 years passed. No fights, no income. But my fire, still burning. I trained harder, smarter, with hunger in my soul. In 1971, I faced Joe Frazier, fight of the century. He won. My face, swollen. My pride, bruised. But I didn't quit. Then came George Foreman, strong, unbeaten, knocked out every man before round 3. They said, Ali's gonna die in Zaire. But I smiled. I got a plan. Rope-a-dope. I leaned back, let George punch, again and again and again, until his arms felt like wet towels. Then in round 8, I dropped him. The world gasped. Africa roared. I was back. Chapter 7, More Than Just a Fighter. I was bigger than the ring. I spoke for the poor, the broken, the unheard. Kids looked up at me like I was Superman. I told them, be proud, be fearless, be yourself. I danced with presidents. I lit the Olympic torch with trembling hands, because by then, Parkinson's disease had taken my speed, but not my spirit, never my soul. Chapter 8, Legacy. When I died, people cried. Not because I threw punches, but because I stood for something, because I told the truth, because I loved with fire and fought with heart. Let them say this about me. He was bold, he was beautiful, he was free, he was the greatest. 1. Don't be afraid to believe in yourself, even when no one else does. 2. Stand up for what you believe, even if it costs you everything. 3. Success is not just winning, it's fighting back after losing. 4. Be loud, be proud, be you, always. English learning tips and homework. 1. Vocabulary power words. Confidence, rebirth, legacy, trembling, protest, champion, arrogant, purpose, resilience, victory. 2. Speak it with feeling. Practice these lines. I'm the greatest. I said it even before I knew I was. Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. Don't count the days. Make the days count. Practice these lines. Like a sports announcer. Like you're talking to a crowd. Like you're reading poetry. 3. Writing homework. Write 5 lines about a time you stood up for something or kept going when things got hard. Use at least 3 of the vocabulary words. Example, I protested when my classmates were bullied. I trembled with fear, but I spoke up. That day, I found my confidence. My teacher said I was brave. That moment became part of my legacy. Next in our autobiography series, would you like to go with a scientist like Marie Curie or Stephen Hawking? A creative genius like Frida Kahlo or Steve Jobs? A revolutionary leader like Gandhi or Nelson Mandela? Let me know, and I'll get started.